What's up, everyone? Welcome to Cracker Season 5, and I couldn't tell you what episode this is. Thank God for descriptions. I look like hell. There's a reason. I actually sound better now. I've been fighting, I don't know what I've been fighting. I've been fighting some kind of sickness. My fiance got pretty sick a couple weeks ago, and then it's been trying to take hold of me, really. And for the past 2 weeks, I've been kind of just really, really tired, and I can just feel my body just hurting from fighting whatever it is that's after me. And every time I feel like I kick it completely away, I get exhausted, and I haven't even been able to make many videos. I'm just kind of out of it. But now I'm actually sound better, and never actually got sick from whatever this was, but thank God for my mutant ability. I want to thank a new subscriber. It's been a while. Mark's Place UK. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. I think I'm past like 208 now. I know I was at like 225 or 230 at one time, but I think I lost a lot of subscribers because of my upload problems. But I appreciate everyone who's still subscribed and watching this. Some stuff to go over. Got some things, very interesting things. I did go to a comic book store about a week and a half ago, give or take, for a reason. Which I'm going to show you. This is actually part of the reason in here, which I just found interesting. Lately, my videos have been uploading rather well, so I'm not going to try to cut this into parts. I'm just going to go as is. But I told my fiance because we're doing a lot of cutbacks because we're trying to once again try to get a house, and we have a pretty good shot again. So I'm not going to get into because it's just a long story. But my fiance's like, you got to cut back. You can't be buying, all the comics you normally buy. What would you really want if you had to pick? Well, she said pick two, and she's like, what would you really want if you had to pick two series? And I told her I want to continue with Superior Spider-Man as far as it goes, and I want the new Amazing Spider-Man when it starts coming out. But before that, I want Origin. I want to get Origin 2, all of those. So my fiance's like, she's like, you know what? We're going to try to cut corners. It's enough with the shipping from like Midtown and eBay. She says, why don't you go to the comic book store, see if you can get on a pull list, get these titles and see how it goes. So we went down there, and I talked to the manager guy that was down there, and I said, I was like, do you do pull lists? And he's like, well, we do subscriptions. And this is why I don't blame them, but it's kind of annoying. He gives me these two things of paper here. One of them is a list that's got front and back, with like every title that's out, or that's ongoing, I guess. DC, Marvel, Image, all that stuff. And then there's an agreement here that you have to fill out and sign to get a subscription box. Basically, it's free. They don't charge you for the subscription, which is pretty cool. But here's the catch. Here's where it's a bitch. You have to have 3 monthly titles at all time in your box. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, I really only want 2. And, he's like, well, what ones are you looking for? I was like, I want to continue Superior Spider-Man, and I want to get Amazing Spider-Man when it comes out, and Origins 2. So he looks at the list, he's like, oh, Origins 2 doesn't count because it's a limited series, and he's got on here limited series, things that don't count. He's like, so that wouldn't count. He goes, and Amazing Spider-Man doesn't count because it's not out yet. So I was like, ugh. He's like, well, are there other ones? I'm like, well, of course there's always other ones, but I'm trying to cut back. So I just took the sheet, I didn't fill it out. I was like, I'll get back to you on that. Which the reason for the sheet too, it also says that if you, for some reason, don't pick up your books, they can take you to court, small claims court, and get the money from the books, because he claims that they've had a lot of problems where people get all these titles and then they order these or whatever it is, and which, like I said, I'm not blaming them for that. But it just sucks that you have to have 3 in your damn thing at all times, which is a bit of a bitch. But we'll see. And also, while I was there, I figured, what the hell, I'll take a look. The guy gave me a free, well, obviously, it's not like he gave it to me for anything, but it's a little insert, the Return of Nightcrawler, and then on the back of it, it's Superior Spider-Man, and then I got Uncanny Avengers, like little pinups. The back is Deadpool vs. S.H.I.E.L.D. But I was looking through his Amazing Spider-Man, because most people know I'm trying to get all my Amazing Spider-Man. I got Fantastic Four, a free preview. I always throw it in the thing. I have number 1. It's number 2. Shows all the new stuff coming up. Anyway, looking through his Amazing Spider-Mans, and there wasn't really any that I didn't have already. I'm kind of looking for the later issues, like this in the 600s and the 500s, stuff like that. And I'm actually getting, I'm really a perfectionist, but I'm getting weird with Amazing Spider-Man. I'm like, I have a third printing of that, but I really want a first printing, which is a bitch. And I was looking at these things, and this guy had 6 of these, 6 of them. I'm show you what it is, because I'm sitting there, I was like, I really want a first printing, but it's always been way out of proportion with the price of these. And that is Amazing Spider-Man 529. This is the first printing. The third printing I have is got like the Doc Ock tentacles and different armor and stuff like that. But this on eBay, $30-$40 a piece. When I was looking through them, he had 6 of them. Like I said, one of them was like $50. One was, one was like $3, which was like just wrecked. Like it was missing a piece here, and I was like, I don't want that one. And I picked this one up. This one was it was 15. And I thought I had $20 on me, but I was wrong. I apparently had 10. And I was like, oh, damn it. And the guy I was just talking to, he comes, he's like, oh, what's the problem? I was like, I really wanted this book. And this was a mint condition, well, near mint condition, which is interesting because he labels this one near mint, which it really is. There's really nothing wrong with it. I looked through it. And yet the other near mint one, this was, like I said, 15. The other one was 25, and one was like 40 with the same, I don't know why I don't know. But it was $15. I was like, I don't have that, because I was looking in my pocket. I'm like, I got $10. And he's like, oh, what's the problem? I was like, I really wanted to get this one. I was like, I have a third printing. I was like, I really wanted a first printing. I was like, and these are kind of hard to get. He's like, yeah. He's like, well, what do you have on you? I was like, I have $10. He's like, I'll take it. So I got this for $10, which was pretty cool. Moving on. I had gotten these from Midtown about a week ago, well, give or take. And like I said, I haven't been able to make a video in a while. It was January 23rd. Yeah, it's been a while. But anyway, Midtown threw in this. They didn't throw it in. I ordered it, but Deadpool the Gauntlet #1, which was free. It's got a 0 price tag, but yeah, with limit 1 per customer. He goes after vampires, basically. It's basically a setup to try to get you to buy digital comics. I got Marvel .1 #1, Marvel Now, whatever it is, which was expensive. It was $6 because I thought it was something else, but all it really is a collection of all the stuff that's coming out, kind of like that free book. So, but also it sets up a lot of stuff. So it's kind of its own book because it talks about how Loki is doing what he's doing. So it is kind of in there, but for $6 it's rough. I also got all new X Factor #1, which wasn't bad. It's got Gambit on the team now, but I don't know. It just some of these books is like enough. Why do you keep bringing them back with? And they're not getting any better. And one of the biggest ones I'm glad I got, Superior Spider-Man #25, which is a pretty thick book. Very, very cool, very interesting with Doc Ock. Just shows how conniving he is. So that was the shipments I got. This shipment I got today, very interesting. Because again, like I said, I'm trying to fill my Amazing Spider-Mans. This is Amazing Spider-Man #228. And it's actually in really good condition. It was only $2, and it was free shipping, so very, very happy with that. Which, like I said, good news on that front. When I got my shipment, my large shipment of Spider-Mans that you've seen from Midtown, I never crossed them off in my book, so I'm looking, I'm like, oh, I'm never going to get any, I was like, I got so many to get. And 2 days ago, I was like, oh crap, wait a minute, I have these, and I'm crossing them off, and I'm like, oh my god. I was like, I'm pretty close to having a certain amount of things done here. So I went on Midtown. I found a couple more books I ordered. They were like 80 cents. So I'm like, the hell with it. They were like very good to find for Amazing Spider-Man in the 500 issues. I was like, all right. I ordered those two. I was like, the hell with it. When I ordered a couple of the new books coming out, and I went on eBay and found this one that I was looking for. It's a variant. I guess would be it's not really a variant, but I guess it would be considered one. And when I went to the guy's store, he had all these really cheap Amazing Spider-Man issues in the 500s and the 400s and the 600s, whatever it was. And I ordered a lot. I didn't even spend that much money. I think I spent like $20 or $30. And with the ones that I ordered, if they all come in, which I'm hoping they will, if nothing else goes wrong, when they all come in, I'll be missing only one issue in the 400s. And I'll have all the issues complete finding the 500s, and half of them in the 6, and I think I'm missing 3 issues in the 2s. Um, so not bad. So now when these come in, like I said, when I make the video, I have for Amazing Spider-Man, I have all the 300s, 300 on. I am be missing one issue in the 400s. I think it was like the volume 2 400s, which is I think it was like number 32 or 33. I can't remember what it was, something like that. And then I'll have all the issues in the 500s. And as for the 600s, I'll have everything up to 660 or something like that. Um, so not bad at all. Then we're going to start concentrating, I think, with the twos. I'm missing, I think, number 213. I'm missing a lot. I'm missing 213, 207. No, that was the ones I'm missing a lot. Yeah, I'm missing 213 and 2 something. I'm missing 2 in the twos, whatever. But I'll go after those and I'll have all the twos and just keep going, man. It's insane. But, yeah, that's about it. Um, Nothing really much other than that, and trading my stuff. I do have, like I said, a lot of packages coming, and I'll definitely make more videos. But yeah, not bad, not bad. One thing I do want to throw out there, which I've mentioned a couple times before I get going, is appreciate what you have. Just seriously, not just with comics, but just in general. I was looking through my comic books, and I kept thinking, I'm like, it's you get like a rush where you're trying to find the books, like, oh, I got it, oh. But when I sat down and I was doing some organization, I'm looking through these comics, I'm like, wow, I was like, I have some really cool comics. I was like, I have some good ones. I was like, that were really good storylines. Some old ones, ones that are worth money, ones that my parents got me. And I'm just going through them, just like, almost put a little tear to my eye. I'm just like, these are really cool. And I was like, I have some great stuff. And I encourage you to do the same. Like I said, go through your comics, be like, wow, that's really cool. I can't believe I have that one. Or, I remember when I got that one and I'm happy I got it and stuff like that. It's worth it. It's kind of gives you a little boost sometimes. And like I said, you don't always have to do like comics. You do anything. You do with DVDs. You do with people. Go up to somebody, go up to your friend, give them a hug, and say, "Dude, I'm glad you're in my life," or, a girl, whatever. I'm glad you're in my life. Just you never know. You never know, and you got to really appreciate what you got while you have it. So with that being said, eventually I will be making a video of my cave room, whatever the hell it's called now. I don't know. I'm still tweaking it, so I want to kind of have it done before I go making a video. But with that, it's not the size of your man kid that matters. It's what you have in us. Later, everyone.